Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. It's your daily tarot reading for the 22nd of June, 2024. We'll be using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland tarot that will be listed in the description box down below. As you can see, we have Jack Skellington on the table. This is the Jack Skellington Starry Night Van Gogh tapestry. So we're going to see how that plays into the reading. So let us begin. Alright, my lovelies, I have all your cards out on the table, and it occurred to me right before I started getting your cards that when I said Starry Night, Jack Skellington tapestry, this particular tapestry, Jack has his hands over his heart, so perhaps we're protecting our heart, guarding our heart, or somewhat in emotions. Starry Night, I always think of, dreamy. So we're going to see how that plays into your reading. We have 1 ace, 7 major arcanas on the table, and so far we have 1 synchronicity, which is 777. So let's jump into your best part of your day. We start off with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles, Justice in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah. It's like you're finding your footing. You're rebalancing yourself, getting the ground underneath you, which if you've had your head in the clouds, maybe you need to ground yourself in reality a little bit. There is a certain level of practicality that has to happen. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we literally have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Being a visionary, having wish, hopes, dreams is good. But living with your head in the clouds and never bringing things down into reality, that's usually a problem. And in order to bring them down into the 3D world, to bring them to fruition, we kind of have to get out of that cloud state and get grounded enough going, okay, how do I do this? How do I make this real? And that's kind of what you're doing. Seven of Cups, Six of Wands, realizing what avenues you have in order to do just that. How do I make my dreams come true? I hope for this. How am I going to get it? I want X, Y, and Z to happen, but how do I get from point A to point B? Okay. And the worst part of your day is fairly straight up easy. It's the Six of Swords. So yeah, transitioning, moving on. Hitting that goal, hitting that wish, hope, or dream that you're aiming for. That's what you're struggling with. That is literally your obstacle, is being able to do that. Okay. Now that we covered that, we're actually going to the obstacle, or how to get over the obstacle, which is probably how to get over the obstacle, considering we kind of had that with the worst part of your day. Starting out, we have the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Cups reversed, Devil in the reverse, the Strength card in the reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely how you do it. Okay. Being open-minded in search of answers, solution. How do I get from point A to point B? How do I make my dream a reality? That way you can go out and do just that. How do you ground it in the 3D world? How do you make it real? What actions do you need to take? And persist in it to make sure that it actually happens. And you're going to want to try and do this, of course, while not giving up in the face of challenges. Because you got to realize that those challenges, when they come up, really aren't going to be that bad. You're going to be able to get in a flow state. If it's something that's meant to be, something that's right, something that is correct for you to do, you're going to realize those obstacles are very minimal. Why is this important? Because of our next card, the strength card in the reverse. A lot of us are fearful. A lot of us don't like the unknown. But more importantly, when we think of our hopes and dreams, we tell ourselves that negative narrative of, oh, I can't do that. It knocks our confidence. We feed ourselves a bad narrative. We go ahead and we diminish our dreams. We put limits on it. We shoot it down before we even get it off the ground because of how we're treating ourselves. And because we need more confidence and aspirations in that endeavor. So that's our pitfall. Are we going to shoot ourselves in the foot? Are we going to self-sabotage this as we try to get it off the ground, as we try to bring our dreams into reality? Because the dream, the hope is there. The desire is there. But sometimes we self-sabotage. Our dreams get squashed because of how we treat ourselves. As well as how other people think of our dreams. Okay. And part of that is because we're fearful to take a risk. All we see is conflict. All we see is how it won't work. Okay. So this is where we have to turn that strength card in the reverse to the upright. And let our let our dreams flow freely. Comes back to that old question of if you could do anything in the world, no issues, no problems, nothing is standing in your way, you could do it, what would it be? Our Page of Cups here has that dreamer's heart, that dreamer's soul. Van Gogh, Starry Night, dreams. Okay. Now that you answered that question, how do you get there? High Priestess, how do you make it a reality? How do you get your head in the clouds down to earth and get busy enough in the right direction to make it a reality? How do you become that go-getter? Okay, and we covered this a little bit in the best part of our day. Sometimes the best thing you could do is shut the negative narrative off. Realize it's possible, number one. But get grounded enough to go, okay, what is my practical approach to this? How do I physically, mentally, and emotionally accomplish this? It's not that your dream's impossible. It's just you're believing it's improbable. That's interesting. And I did add up all your cards, by the way. Everything here adds up to 118, which ultimately reduces to 1, which is the magician or the pioneer. You can create your dreams. You are the master or mistress of your dreams. You have the capability to create, to dream a dream and then make it a reality. But the hardest thing is to transition from dream to reality. How do you get fantasy to reality? There's a big difference. It's a big leap. It's a big step. But it's one of the hardest transitions there is. And your ego mind likes to sabotage that particular area of in between. Because it doesn't want you to get from fantasy to reality. Alright, let's see what your astrology says for the day. Sun in Gemini trines Pluto in Aquarius. You can feel comfortable with your power. You can use it to take control of something that has been chaotic. You can transform and make use of passion and intensity. In this case, all that adds up to the right recipe to make your dreams a reality. You just kind of have to balance out all those pros and cons. Ground yourself in reality and see how everything slides into place, how the puzzle pieces work, or what you're missing. It's being able to have that balance. Practicality I keep talking about. And I just told you this. The transitioning is the hardest part. Yes, the transforming is the hardest part. It's just getting everything correct so that phase can start. Alright, I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to leave this here. And if this resonates for you, considering it is a general reading, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. It's a quick way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.